Are you wondering whether students will get a chance to play a role when we host the presidential debate? The answer is yes.
If you're close to graduating, like we are, you'll want to pay attention to our top story tonight.
In fact, you'll want to watch a bunch of our stories as we get you ready to walk, find work, and more. And if you're still going to be here for a while,
your fellow students, faculty and staff, the counseling center, the timely care 24/7, all kinds of great opportunities for people to get help.
We talked with some experts about how to succeed in college.
And Blackout Day isn't just about airlines. Hi, and welcome to Bobcat Update. I'm Montserrat Luna.
And I'm Michaela Williams. Monday, September 16th, save the date. That's when Texas State will host the first presidential debate of the 2024 campaign.
Reporter Matt Strain and videographer Kylie Lehman found out there will be opportunities for students to get involved.
The first debate of the 2024 election will be held right here at Texas State University's Strahan Arena on Monday, September 16th, 2024. We spoke with the woman in charge of organizing the event and remodeling Strahan Arena into a debate stage, Dr. Beth Wiest, the school's Associate Vice Principal for Institutional Effectiveness. She said that while there will likely be only 100 or fewer tickets available to see the debate, there are plenty of ways to volunteer for the event.
The debate website will have a tab for volunteering. They'll fill out a form. We will have a lot of volunteers. We will probably have up to close to 500 individuals that will be within the perimeter. We will have probably close to that same number outside of the perimeter.
We wanted to capture the perspectives of both the Texas State faculty and students on the presidential debate. Here's what Bobcats are thinking.
I feel like people out here will get more political. I feel like there'll be more, because I've seen, I think, the Democratic students out here having things, and maybe it'll bring out both sides, hopefully peaceful. 2020 was rough.
Maybe it might be able to touch on to some of the students to get out and actually vote, but there again, it just, change is different. People don't like change, so it just depends on how they can relate to the student.
We learn a lot of things from that, and we are the international students, as you can guess from my name also, that I'm an international student. So it will be a new experience for us also.
The excitement surrounding the debate is growing for Bobcats of all kinds. It will be interesting to see if hosting the presidential debate changes the culture of Texas State. With Bobcat Update, I'm Matt Strain.
Hey, Monse, do you graduate in May?
I do. What about you?
I'm super close, but not yet.
Well, there's a lot of work to get to graduate, and we're not just talking about schoolwork. We have a lot to do. So reporter Peyton Christopherson and videographer Jazz Gonzalez show us all the steps we have to take just to prepare for graduation day.
Hi, Bobcats. As we finish up with our finals and get ready to say our final goodbyes at Texas State, don't forget to make your final preparations for your big day.
With graduation just around the corner, students can already be focused on securing jobs, making paper deadlines, or worrying about their future. But don't forget to secure the final pieces of graduation, whether it be graduation photos, ordering your cap and gown, or designing your stole. We got a chance to go down to Crest, the hot spot for ordering all things Texas State, including stoles.
So my name is Michaela. I started working here in August, early August of last year. We really expected later in the year to be busier, but for some reason this year we were really busy in January. It was very unexpected. We ran out of stoles. We had to order more. It was a whole thing. So we definitely get busier as graduation gets closer. Usually around that last week before graduation, we'll take orders, and it's usually $100 to $150 rush charge if you want it for graduation. So it can get pretty busy, pretty hectic. They do a lot of stoles a day in our monogramming. You can walk in the day before, but be prepared to pay a pretty hefty amount just because that's taking time out of their day. Your procrastination, they got to catch up for it. So yeah, our most popular color, definitely this maroon and gold colorway. And then most people get this Texas State with the star in the middle, class of 2024, the Bobcat, and then their major. You can do your college if you like College of Health Professions, or you can do the McCoy logo. Most people do the BS or BA. But yeah, this is probably our most common example. We have a bunch of different colorways here in the store to offer, but this is definitely the most basic. Yeah. Most people just get this. It's easy. And yeah, that's probably what we sell the most of.
Another important deadline to be aware of is a deadline for ordering cap and gowns.
My name is Bernardo de Giorgio Sil. I'm a senior here at Texas State. So I'm an international student. I'm from Brazil. I'm definitely gonna like make something like, that reminds me of like Brazil or maybe like Rio, which is the city I'm from.
If you plan to graduate in May, the deadline to order was April 9th. The university bookstore also carries options for stoles, certification frames, and much more. With all this in mind, Bobcats, don't forget to stop and look around to appreciate these last few weeks. Once a Bobcat, always a Bobcat. Reporting for Bobcat Update, this is Peyton Christopherson.
It's tough to go from the joy of graduation to the stress of looking for work. I can relate, but there's expert help for that. Videographer Cameron Albright and I spent some time at the university's Career Counseling Center. Career Services is a hidden gem for students located on the 5th floor of the LBJ building. I got the chance to sit down with the career educator, Adam Hernandez, to give the rundown on what Career Services offers to students.
One of the first ones that we offer is, of course, like one-on-one assistance. So let's say you're coming in and you're applying for a job. We can help you write your resume, write your cover letter. We can help you search for jobs as well. Maybe you're looking for an internship, full-time or part-time job. We can help you kind of look into that.
If you ever feel like you are not quite ready for life after college, Career Services is here to help guide you for your next step in life.
One, if you're looking for, about to graduate and you're having difficulty getting a job, we can help you, right? It's always good to kind of have someone in your corner. I always think of my job as like a hype man, right? I'm here to help you out and hype you up.
Students may believe that Career Services just offer resume and cover letter help, but they offer so much more.
We also have headshots for students. So let's say you're, like yourself, wanting to get a headshot. We have a headshot booth. You can come in anywhere between 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then you can get a free headshot. Another one is our career closet. We have a closet where students can come in and pick up professional attire free of charge. So let's say you've got an interview tomorrow, or maybe you've got some sort of like sorority or fraternity thing going on and you need professional attire. You can come into our office anytime between 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And you can pick up a set of professional attire.
It's so much easier just to hop in here and find something to wear instead of having to go find it, pay for it, and have it get hemmed and stuff like that.
Although he does see hundreds of students a semester in a school that has enrollment numbers in the thousands, that is less than the majority of the student body who doesn't use this resource.
For a school of our size, about 38,000 students, I don't think it's used as much as I would like, or as much as you would think.
If you want to schedule an appointment, you can go to the Texas State website and type in Career Services, call their number, or even email them. All of the information is located on the website.
And if you're sticking around for another year or two, get ready to level up your college game. Reporter Jeremiah Patterson worked with videographers Jasmine Hall and Andrea Naro to find out the secrets of successful students.
Hey there, fellow Bobcats. We're diving into the golden rules for acing your college years. So grab your notebooks and let's get started. First up, let's talk about time management. It's the backbone of college success. Successful students plan their weeks in advance. They use calendars, apps, or good old planners to keep track of classes, assignments, and study sessions. Ms. Tabitha Walker offers up her opinions and shares some insight that can be very useful.
So let me say what they should be doing. They should not procrastinate. They should be taking the time to set time aside for studying.
But it's not all work and no play. Balance is key. Make time for hobbies, exercise, and socializing. It's about working hard and playing smart. Here, President Kelly Danfus shares his insight on this topic.
A lot of people think that school's just about going to school, but school's about a lot of other stuff, and we call it extracurricular activities. And that's a way to kind of make the campus seem smaller. Sometimes you walk around campus, it feels, oh, there's 39,000 students here, I'm going to get lost. But if you join an organization, that can make it feel smaller and help you find your people and find the thing you're interested in. If you're a chess person or a Quidditch person, or you like to write country songs or whatever, there's a group for you.
Now on to resources. Our campus is a goldmine of support services, from tutoring centers to career counseling. Use them. They're here for you, and they are often included in your tuition.
So you have the Writing Center, You have Slack, aka The Study, that has actually expanded their reach on locations across campus. There is student support services that is available to students that may meet, there's I think 3 criteria that they need to go ahead and tap into. I'll also even say counseling center, because some students, because everything is racing in their mind, they can't study. They don't have the time to actually say, oh, I need to do this because I'm thinking about this at home, or I'm thinking about this with my work schedule and all of those things.
College is tricky. College is hard, it's complicated. First, especially if you're a first generation student like I was, because you might not have like the family support to help you figure things out. But your fellow students, faculty and staff, the counseling center, the timely care 24/7, all kinds of great opportunities for people to get help.
Lastly, self-care is not optional, it's essential. Eat well, get enough sleep, and manage stress. Your health is the foundation of your success.
And this is how you can be successful in college. I'm Jeremiah Patterson with Bobcat Update. Back to the studio.
There's a lot of good advice in that story. Take it from me.
True. I wish we had that level of help filing for financial aid this year. This new FOSFA has been rough.
Yeah. Reporter Angelica Luna and videographer Zane Forsberg did talk with some experts. They found out that this is a really unusual year.
Delay after delay after delay. Money that determines your educational future is being held up at a federal level. We went straight to the source to find out what's going on.
Dr. Byron Kerr, the Assistant Director for Outreach and Customer Service for Financial Aid and Scholarships, sat down with us and gave us an update on where the university sits with financial aid.
So what I can tell you about the FAFSA delays is that the U.S. Department of Education was obligated to create a new FAFSA. And normally FAFSAs come out on October 1st, but this time around it was delayed because of they needed extra time to get things set up. And subsequently, all things kind of behind that started to get delayed as well. So we are doing our very best to try to make the most of this, where we are taking every opportunity we can to help sort of in the back system sort of side of things, getting it prepared, ready, and as perfect as we can so that when we do have the data, we're ready to roll it out for our students.
According to reporting done by the University Star, 54.8% of Texas State's undergraduate students are Pell Grant recipients. Any major change to aid could mean the difference between staying enrolled at Texas State or being forced to take a break.
I am lucky I get a significant amount from FAFSA, but I also have outside scholarships that can kind of cover my tuition. So if it dropped by like several $1,000s, that would be an issue. But if it dropped by like 100, probably not. It would kind of depend on how far it fell.
If it's a lot less help, that means you have, when you graduate, the loans after that is going to be drastically like increased. We are trying to graduate. We are trying to be the future of America. So like, if you keep taxing us, you're going to drop out and then boom, find something else to do. Money plays a big part of our lives, bro. Whether you have it or you don't.
On March 5th, it was announced that Congress enacted the FAFSA Simplification Act, and subsequently, Texas State extended the priority deadline to April 15th. So if you haven't filed yet, you still have time. And though there's still a lot of anxiety and unanswered questions about when students will receive aid, just know that everyone is feeling it.
When we say we're in the same boat, we absolutely understand and appreciate that the anxiety and the stress that this is causing. Trust us, financial aid does not like this. We are usually a very tight operation. We are a very systematic operation. So having this much fluidity in things and having this much just uncertainty, we are feeling it and we know that you are feeling it. As far as advice on it is just to be a little bit more patient. I think we're getting there. Fingers crossed we'll have our students offered aid towards the beginning at the end of April at the earliest right now. And from there, we'll start to get things sort of sorted out and ironed out. And I think that our students will find themselves better prepared to come the next semester here pretty soon.
For Bobcat Update, I'm Angelica Luna.
Monse, do you ever bring along something to drink when you head down to the river?
Of course. Why do you ask?
Because you better think twice about the container it's in after the new law takes effect May 1st.
Can't tell you how many cans, how many vapes, how many iPhones, how many full buzz balls, how many pieces of jewelry, shirts, pants.
I talked with a couple of experts about the new law, and I'll show you what you need to know.
Bobcat baseball went to a tournament in Houston recently and beat the dreaded Texas Longhorns.
Texas State track and field is tearing it up with some team members qualifying for nationals.
And yeah, it got dark for the eclipse, but it was still lit.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
and Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas.
and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
A lot of us have settled in at Sewell Park with a drink container or two, but you'll have to rethink that soon.
Right. A new law will ban certain containers in all city parks, including Sewell, right here on campus. I talked with a couple of folks who pushed for the new law.
A new ordinance is making its way into San Marcos this summer, and it's taking effect May 1st. On February 20th, the San Marcos City Council approved the can ban ordinance, which prohibits single-use containers like bottles, cans, juice boxes, and more. The ban was encouraged heavily, especially due to the number of visitors San Marcos gets during the summer. Virginia Parker is the executive director of the San Marcos River Foundation and has been an advocate for this ban.
So I think after last summer, things were just so out of control that it motivated everyone to come together and think about clever ways that we could manage the trash in the city parks. And so we've had private conversations for a long time.
The ordinance bans single-use containers from public waterways and riverfront parks in San Marcos. This will include high-traffic areas such as Rio Vista, Sewell Park, and City Park, and can lead up to a $500 fine if caught violating the ordinance.
So this summer will be primarily an educational push. The ordinance will be in effect. And so we have faith in people. We know that once they see the sign and they're alerted to the ordinance, that most people will want to comply.
City council members are hoping that this ban will lead to a cleaner environment for the San Marcos River. However, there are many mixed feelings in the community due to this ban. Tyler Hartwick, Texas State student, elaborates on how this ordinance will lead to positive change.
I think the single-use container ban in particular will really help with the amount of pollution, amount of trash pollution. Can't tell you how many cans, how many vapes, how many iPhones, how many full buzz balls, how many pieces of jewelry, shirts, pants. Keeping it out of the water will really help aquatic vegetation, also water quality in general. You know, the less pollutants we have in the water, the more the soil can regenerate in the water, and aquatic vegetation can thrive, which means other species can thrive and other fish can thrive.
So, if you're planning on coming to the river this summer, add one more thing to your to-do list to make sure our rivers stay clean.
Let's toss it over to our sports desk. Jeremiah Patterson and Jasmine Hall have a couple of good news stories for us.
Thanks, ladies. Yeah, March was a pretty good month for some Bobcat athletes.
Yeah, first in the lineup, Michael Williams and Blake Bailey dive into the thrilling world of Bobcats baseball.
The Texas State Bobcats defeated the University of Texas Longhorns 11-10 in the Astros College Classic on a go-ahead home run hit by Aaron Lugo.
That game was crazy. I was at Jimmy's getting rowdy. The environment was insane when he hit that walk-off to win the game. And yeah, I'm never going to forget that.
I mean, what a moment. It's always a big moment when Texas State beats Texas, but the venue, the fans, the feeling of it, it's huge, and it's so important to help us foster this rivalry, especially with a major college that's right down I-35. Rivalries are built on competition and also vicinity. If they're nearby, we want to beat them. We want to show that we're the best college in Texas, and it was huge for the university and for the team.
That photo of Aaron Lugo blasting a game-winning home run while blowing the bubble should totally be a meme.
Yeah, that was pretty epic, and he isn't the only one. Texas State track and field is also filled some heroes.
Up next, Vienna Gomes and Fernando Rego bring us the scoop on some stellar athletes heading to the indoor championships.
Making their name nationally known, Texas State track and field athletes explain why they think they've had so much success this season. Sprinter Tahir Kelly tells us more.
I'm a fifth-year senior, but I feel like we kind of grown closer. There's a lot of people from last year and just previous years that would like to just do their own thing, you know, whether it was like at practice or at meets or whatever. I feel like this year, like we got a lot of young people in, the right people remain here, kind of like shift the culture and all that. So I feel like we're going a lot closer, a lot more supportive. There's still nooks and crannies like there's going to be with every team, but that's kind of like a major step that we've had, just like becoming a lot closer as a team. I just want to be done. When I'm done, I'm done. Like I don't want to look back and say, oh, I could have did this, I could have did that. I just want to go out there every single competition, every practice, just give it everything I got, leave nothing up for speculation or this could have happened if this didn't happen. Like really just go out there, every meet, giving my all, so when I'm done, I can be satisfied and not one of like the bitter people.
With individual top marks in the country, both on the track and on the field, currently the women sit 31st in the country, right behind the men's team, who is now 20th in the nation for the NCAA outdoor rankings. High jumper Aiden Hayes tells us more about his experience and goals.
No drama, you know, it just brings us closer together. We all perform better. We started lifting a little bit lighter, working on more explosiveness, jumping more, less reps in practice, just trying to fine-tune and just come out here and execute. I think I've improved by just being more consistent, more reliable. I got my sights set on outdoor nationals this year, and I know I can get there. Just working on executing, I know I can get there.
I'm Vianna Gomes, and now back to you in the studio.
That's all we have for sports this time around.
We'll catch you next time. Let's toss it back over to the news desk.
Jeremiah, Jasmine, thanks. There are definitely some shining stars on Bobcat sports teams these days.
No doubt. Speaking of shining stars, we want to leave you with a look at the historic total eclipse that passed over Central Texas this month. This is how it looked in Kerrville, Texas, about 90 miles west of San Marcos. People in parts of Mexico and in 13 U.S. states had a chance to see a total eclipse, including right here. There were crowds at the outlet malls, here on campus, and at spots all over the state. It hit totality right around 1:30 on Monday, April 8th. The eclipse was pretty cool. Did you get a chance to see it?
I did, but it was a bummer. It was so cloudy here, but I got glimpses of it, which was really cool. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Bobcat Update.
Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.